Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns race. We have a Z1 race between Dr. Blue, the Dr. Blue and BogieSmalls here in Zelda 1. Commentating for us today is John Tabin. So John's going to take it from here, and I will be in the background in case something breaks. Good luck.
Thank you, Cemetery. It's Tabin. I'm John Tabin. I'm John Tabin. We got a great race for you. Great set of races for you. This is a match between BogieSmalls and the Dr. Blue. Now, these guys have PBs that are 1 second apart. Bogie has a 28.54. Doc Blue has a 28.55. Doc Blue coming in at the second seed. He had a very good time in qualifiers. Bogie, the 15th seed, didn't get quite a good time as qualifiers, but don't let that fool you because his attention was taken up by Zelda 1 Randomizer the last couple months, and he was runner-up in the finals for that, and they went to Game 5, so certainly sharp on the game, even if he's been playing less vanilla recently than Doc Blue has. So closely matched skill level, and we'll... Looks like Doc Blue hesitated entering, so he may be going for a level 3 manip. Able to tell on the Dark Notes whether it seems like it, although I don't know these patterns the way some people do, so I can't tell you yet. Yeah, I think he didn't get it, based on where he swung in the... So neither of them get the initial first bomb, which they have a lucky chance for, so they'll need to clear all these Dark Nuts to get the static bomb. Neck and neck. No RNG advantage in those first few seconds. Both going bottom route. Darknut's not playing nice for either runner. Dr. Blue gets out of his second factory room first, but Bogie close behind him. And we both have the raft. Dr. Blue has 8 bombs, though, and that gives him a pretty big advantage here. I mean, Bogie needs to find more bombs. Okay, he got a drop from those Dark Nuts, which was lucky, so he's gonna go. So the boss of this level, Manhandla, particularly fighting it underpowered the way we do, is there's some RNG here, and it can go wrong, and we hope it doesn't, because it makes a better race if they both get out of here. Doc Blue gets a 1 bomb. Manhandla forces the bomb, and he's out. See how Bogie does. Ooh. Ooh. He got him in 2 bombs. He did not get the bomb force. It's a little bit of a problem. He only has 1 bomb. Now his count is, so you need to kill 10 enemies in a row and kill the 10th one with a bomb to force a bomb. The core of Manhandla counts for a kill every frame it rolls over the bomb, and it didn't roll enough for Bogie. He hasn't gotten hit, though. Okay, he did get hit just now, so now he knows his consecutive count at least. He's going to try and, looks like he's going to try and farm a lucky bomb here, because these moblins can't drop bombs randomly. He's going to go ahead. With 1 bomb, he's okay as long as he hits a force, but it's a must-have, because you can't get... Oh, he knows from that clock where his global is, so he's going to kill these blue guys in the right order. No luck there, though. If he's counting his consecutive, though, he should be close to being able to force. Meanwhile, Doc Blue into the NSU. Forces a 5 rupee. That happens if you kill the 10th enemy with anything other than a sword. In that case, since he was obviously he bombed a Vire, but that wasn't his 10th kill, he'd stored that 5 rupee force earlier. We'll give him some money, which will help him skip a secret later on. He gets a force on his ult in the breakfast room as well. Bogie did get a bomb force. He's got 4 bombs. Want to leave the breakfast room with 3. Oh. All he knows is counts 2 there. He's going to have to sort some stuff down, though. And maybe force on a Vire on the way out. It's going to cost a little time. DocBlue doing his ladder clip. Looking with it a little bit. That you can't see because the room's dark, but that's a 2-tile gap he's skipping over, so it has to. There's a clip to do it. It's not intended. He was struggling on the ladder a bit. Goes up here, gets this key, and then building up his count on these keys, he should be able to force on the Vires coming up here. That force bomb from the Vires. Hits 4 of them, cleans up, and he's into the Gleeok fight. Gleeok with Wood Sword, not quite what the developers had in mind, although it is doable and pretty fair if you practice it. It's 10 hits for the first head, 6 hits for the second one. DocBlue dodging expertly, and nice Gleeok. He's out of level 4. Bogie was, Okay, Bogie's gonna have to leave and come back. He may just death warp out, although. So that was an intentional death. This is a no Up+A category, and that means that they're not allowed to press Up+A on the second controller to call up that continue save retry screen you just saw. They are, but if they do die in a dungeon, they just have to return to that room sometime before the end of the run. If they die in the overworld, they have to return immediately. So I'm not sure if Bogie knows this, but there is nowhere else to farm bombs in for, so he will have to leave and come back at some point. It seems like he was checking some of the rooms we don't usually see in the speedrun, so the sanity check to realize. So he'll have to come back and finish off 4 later, but he does have the ladder, so he can continue doing other dungeons for a while. Oh, he didn't flex to a 3-4-2 route. It looks like he's trying to farm, so he may just go level 2 this way, because level 2 you can do without bombs. Well, DoctorBlue has his bow. Bogie's still fishing for random bombs if he can get them. Game not helping him out too much. Finally gets a lucky drop. He's picking up this 30, and I imagine while he's over here he could beat 2. Other than backtracking anywhere. DoctorBlue is just about done with level 1, so he will scroll across the desert and most likely go to 2 himself. I know he's done 527 routes in the past, but I think he prefers 257, which is what most people do these days. Grabbing that heart container. Later on, we'll use that to get the magical sword, which requires 12 hearts. However, neither of them we will skipping the white sword on this route. Sverry is teasing Bogie. Alright, so DoctorBlue joining Bogie in level 2, although even though it looks like he's a few rooms behind, he actually has pretty strong lead at the moment, although that can change. Very easy for things to go wrong in this game, as you've already seen. Oh, he's out of level 2. Imagine he'll go to 5 next, and then go back to clean up 1 and 4 later. Blue forcing a bomb on the Moldorms, which has 10 segments, so counting to 10 is a little bit easier there, although counting for these drop manipulations is a challenge. So Doc Blue's a little tight on resources now. He'd much rather have... He'd like to have 8 bombs and at least 40 rupees now. He's at 6 and 39. Bogie has better resources for 5, but has earlier game dungeons he has to loop back to. We'll see if Bogie can leverage this advantage to make up some time in 5. The goal on this overworld walk is to carry a count inside the level. We have a fight with 6 blue dark nuts guarding the recorder. Blue dark nuts have 8 hit points of damage. That's 8 hits with a wood sword, but only 2 hits with bombs, so you want to do as much damage with bombs as you can. And blue dark nuts are health group. They don't naturally drop random bombs, so the only way to get more bombs during that fight is to carry a count in and force. So that's what they're going to try to do. Oh, and Bogie gets a random bomb. Looks like he's tracking his global, so he knew he had a globals control when the random drop chances are, so he knew he had a chance there and stopped to build it up. Also, killing these keys for the consecutive count so he can get a force on these dark nuts, and he's into the fight. I must have called this room the Olive Garden because we're just here for the breadstick. Nice opening to the fight for Bogie. He got 3 dark nuts at once as he was getting his force. Great room for Bogie. Alright, see if Dr. Blue can match that. Dr. Blue does have a lead, but this is the highest variance room in the run. So it, and Doc Blue's coming in with only 4 bombs. Oh, he's going down to what we call the penalty box. His consecutive count is not as high as he wants it to be, so he's going to kill some of these keys and take that key to pay for the key door, extra key door he opened. Got hit, so he's not going to get his force. He only has, he's out of bombs. So, yeah, Bogie's going to make up some time here, because there's no way Doc Blue's going to have a room anywhere as good as Bogie had. He's going to have to carefully sword all the rest of these guys down. They also do 2 hearts of damage, by the way, so that's another consideration as he's being careful here. Nice health drops at the end, though, so he does get to leave with full health. We'll get into the Dig Dogger fight. Bogie's out of 5, ahead of Dr. Blue, but again, Bogie has not yet done second half of level 4 or any of level 1. So usually after 5 you go to 7. 4 is right next to 7, so I might finish that off now. Oh. The whistles are different because he has different Triforces in his inventory than usual, so it's an easy mistake to make. Bogie back in 4, he has bombs, he will have no trouble getting to Gleeok. He also has more health than usual for this dungeon, so I just sprint through this and try to take down the dragon. Meanwhile, TheDoctorBlue in the back half of 5, finally finishing that off. I didn't have Bogie's audio on, but I assume based on that's where he stopped there that he whistled by accident. Chat confirming my supposition. TheDoctorBlue into shopping. Meat and arrows required to finish, so he's going to buy those now. Bogie going to chop down this Gleeok. A Bogie could shop and go to 7. The problem is you can't finish 6 without the bow, so he needs to do 1 before 6 somehow, and so he might go to 1 before going into 7. We'll see how he chooses to play it. I would probably go to 1. I would have done some other stuff differently that he did before, so I'm not sure. He's gonna gonna add to 1. Gets felled by the. That screen scroll he missed is one of the trickier ones. The Zola, because of where the Zola is, you can often get hit by a fireball there, so it's easier to screw up. Because Bogie heading into 1. TheDoctorBlue pause buffering his way through those boomerangs. He may have a count set up for Bomb Force here, which would help a lot. I got it. Nice. Very good room. So in order to do that, he had to not get hit by any of those boomerangs or fireballs or anything else, and bubbles along the way. In addition to making that room a little faster than it would be to either store them down or menu to arrows and shoot them, it also solves bomb problems later on, so he shouldn't get stuck with 0 bombs when he needs to open a wall in 6 or anything like that. TheDoctorBlue picking up his red candle. You do need a candle to open level 8, so all routes either get the blue candle or the red candle. These days most people are running red candle. Bogie killing these Gurias, I assume he's trying to get a bomb, not the wooden boomerang. But you saw they have it, but he left it behind, because not required. Now, Bogey can get bombs in 7, but it requires clearing extra rooms, so it takes a while. So, gonna set him back a little bit, but meanwhile, Bogey has had this terrible bomb luck, and Doc Blue's getting them over and over again in 7. Look at the draw. Oh, looks like Bogey's trying to build a account to force. Pulling more stuff than you usually do. He menued back to bomb, so obviously he's intending to bomb something. Nice. Forced on that lever. Still gonna need some bombs, but that makes things a little less dire. Menuing back to recorder in preparation to open the lake. Meanwhile, Dr. Blue just world wrapped and grabbed the heart containers on the coast. That gives him 12 hearts, which is what he needs for the magical sword. Now he's going to do a little trick. He's going to discovered by Ruse Slugs. He's going to clip into the water here and then whistle. Summons the whirlwind, but also triggers the raft. So instead of going to level 7, which is where his whistle count was, he went north and west of level 7. The whirlwind blows you into the target from the left. The raft sends you up, and doing them both at once helps you out. Now, Bogey, looks like Bogey got some overworld money and went back and bought a second bomb pack, which solves his bomb problem. It is going to give him some weird spawns in 6. I mean, in 7. That moblin was in a different place than it usually is because he cleared out the enemies near the lake. Hopefully he doesn't get beaten up too much because of that. Where he is a elite level randomizer player, so he can handle reading and reacting at low health. Or low... no, underpowered. Of course, even in vanilla we have to read and react a lot, but if you go the same route, the enemies at least start in the same place before they start moving randomly. Alright, Doc Blue into level 6, getting more lucky bombs. And heaping beams, that having a good dungeon so far. Heading into the second magical breakfast room. These whiz robes and pancakes. Bogey at low health as he approaches the red candle. Wish one of these blue gorillas would drop him a heart or a fairy. Even a hat from a keys will kill him at this point, so gotta be real careful here. Doc Blue tearing through 6 will be past Goma in a few seconds here. Oh, yeah, Bogey taking a death, unfortunately. Those unfamiliar gorilla spawns are brutal. He's gonna try again on 3 hearts, which still gonna be tough. Each of these boomerangs does a full heart of damage when it hits you. Into level 8, which is a lot shorter in any percent than 100%, but these 2 big Dark Nut fights are still pretty demanding. Lagoon 1. Call them lagoons because they lag. Bogie has not forfeited, but he is paused. He may just see if Doc Blue has a disaster before he decides to even continue this. Doc Blue clearing out this room to get some extra bombs, and he will be into the four-headed Gleeok fight. Well, a lot happened. Jess, Bogie had some bomb trouble, so he had to reroute a bit, and in the course of farming bombs, he changed the spawns in 7 and took a death in 7, and now he is paused in 7. Doc Blue out of level 8. This is a best of 3 match, so there will be a game 2. Perhaps Bogie husbanding his energy for the comeback in game 2. As Doc Blue heads into level 9. So it takes 3 keys to get through level 9. Doc Blue has 2, so he's going to kill this room coming up. Also set up a force there, which is nice. There are quite a few walls to open in level 9. I assume he probably intended to bomb the wall and loop back for that bomb, but he got kind of cornered, so with 7 bombs is fine. At this point, he did lose beams, which is less than ideal. No. Very nice next room. That's about as well as that goes without beam sword or bombs. He also has a 5 count now, so he can force more bombs on these Zulls if he wants to. And he does. I bet I know what he's doing. Oh, he was probably trying to get a fairy set up, which is why he was dodging those keys. Because keys, unlike the rupees and bombs, you can't store a drop on a non-dropper with the fairy counter. But the 2 oranges spawned on top of each other, so he probably went over the 16 when he wanted to. See? Oh, perfect Patra 2B skip, which you can't really plan for. Patra has to move, the middle Patra has to move out of the way, but he took advantage of the good pattern and got a damageless skip there. Ooh. Buzzing. Metro 3. 3 hearts. He cannot touch Ganon, but he can. Get your GGs in chat for Dr. Blue, finishing with a race time GG time of 31:32. We will have game 2 here in a little bit. The runners might want a quick break.